Hi everybody, it's David Bott here from Outside Our Bubble, and today I'm coming to you from our captain's chair, our driver's seat if you will, to talk about a brand new product that's on the market. Actually, it's not even on the market yet, it's coming soon, so this is a first look at the Garmin GPS 770, or the RV 770. Now, RV is very important because it's made for the RVer. This product is made, as others that Garmin has done in the past, for the RVer. This is just an updated version of some of their products, which means more features, faster processors, and just a smoother use experience. I got this, I reached out to Garmin, I told them that, we're bloggers and I'd like to see if I can get a hold of one of these beforehand, before it hits the market. I really wanted to go put it through its paces. So this is now for you. This is the Garmin RV 770. First off, watch how fast this sucker powers up. I just hit the power button, bam, it's up, loaded and ready to go. It's telling me right now that my phone is disconnected. That's because I've previously connected it to my phone, because you pair this with an app, and when you do that, it gives you more features. Some of the features are great, and I'll explain those in a minute, but you're going to want to use it and pair it with your Bluetooth on your cell phone for data. Any case, I have to say, from the time I turned it on to the time I'm bringing you this video, I've been very impressed with the unit. But what really hit me off the bat is how fast this thing is. Everything is just so smooth. Even the scrolling of the screen is very smooth. It feels just like if it was a tablet itself. A lot of people say, oh, I don't need a GPS because I use Google Maps on my tablet or my phone. Google Maps, if you don't have a signal, you can lose your mapping. So therefore you can be driving along, don't have any data because you're in an area and you do not have a map anymore, and so therefore Google Maps can't update unless you download the maps ahead of time. So any case, that's just a heads up to that. So that's why it's always good to travel with a GPS, because the GPS always has a full mapping system in it. It also does things that Google Maps doesn't do, like it tells you if bridges are too short for your motor coach, because you put all your dimensions and everything of your particular RV into this, and it'll actually map you, hopefully, to things that don't get you into situations that you can't get out of. There's lots of little nuances you can put into this, and in particular, the most important one, of course, is the driver information for your particular vehicle. Here you can see I already have ours set in there: 13 feet high, 45 feet long, 8 feet wide, and we're 42,000 pounds. It uses all this information when it does a calculation on a map, because it will have to determine, are you too tall to go down a certain road that has a certain bridge, or are you over a length restriction or something like that? Because some roads are so windy that you can't be on that road if your vehicle is over X number of feet. You also can then switch it to car mode and use this in your car, of course. We usually just leave it on the dashboard of our motor coach. We don't deal with bringing it back and forth. With our luck, we'd lose it. So let's show you how fast this little sucker is. So where to, recent places, Southwoods RV Resort. I click on it. It gives me, it brings down, is there parking there? It can actually calculate multiple routes, fastest, less miles at the same time. So it'll give you both choices, or you can just hit go and use the default. To us, the default is shortest amount of time. So it's running a calculation right now, and we are all the way down in Tennessee. So it's 14 hours or something like that to Rochester, New York. And so there's a lot of calculations going on from here to that area. So don't forget, it also has to make sure that we're not going to have any bridge issues or things like that. It's also checking for toll roads, and it has to pull in all that information. So knowing all that, this loaded up, in my opinion, it loads up pretty quick. It's ready to navigate. It pulls up and shows me my basic itinerary automatically. And my arrival time, if we left right now, would be 12:59 a.m. There's a lot of features going on here, and there's apps like I mentioned. So I'm connected to my phone, which means I can use this as a smart notification screen. So if I get a text message, it'll show up on here. I don't have to go look at my phone or anything. So it just shows up on my screen. It gives you traffic information. So if I click on this right now, it's going to run a traffic information. And right now, it doesn't look like any traffic is going on with the route we have planned, or else it would come up and show me that. If I click on that, I can see incidents if I want to see, and these are the current incidents. I-65, 25 miles from here. There's an incident, I-440 East. Now again, this is along the path we would be taking. 33 miles from here, there's an incident in 440 West, 33 miles. What's the weather conditions right now? If I click on weather, yep, it has weather built in. It brings up and tells me my current conditions in that area. This is being pulled from the Rochester, New York area, which is the city that Byron is closest to. And it's giving me today's forecast, and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, today being Tuesday. And you can actually click on that and it'll drive into that day and give you information on that day. However, there is also a paid service that you can add on that will give you weather alerts and radar. So you can actually get radar weather overlays and weather alerts on the map directly. So what does that mean for you? That means when you're sitting in your motor coach and you're not driving anymore, so you're not using the GPS, so the money you spent on this is just sitting there until the next time you drive. Well, what you can do now is you can go into apps. You click on apps and there's a weather app. And this you can stay set up running on your dashboard, and so now you have a weather information so you can see the weather forecast. Isn't that great? You also can add a backup camera to this. So if you have a trailer, not a motor coach with a Class A with a camera in the back, but if you have a trailer and you'd like to put a wireless camera back there, you can do that too. And so you'd be able to pull up your backup camera right here, and Garmin makes a number of cameras you can add to a system, and you can actually have a backup camera here or a rear view camera. Voice command, say what you want to say. So it's basically how long to my arrival? I don't know if that will work, by the way, because I don't know what the voice commands are. What time is it? Oh. That is enabled. Let's try again. What time is it? Oh, that didn't work. I don't know what the commands are. Voice command. Oh, it was saying it.
Say a command.
Duh, it was saying it right there. You saw that the whole time. By the way, my wife peeked out from behind the camera and said, "You have to say voice command." I suck. Any case, view map. And it brings up the map. Voice command.
Say a command.
Find city.
What city in United States?
Rochester, New York.
Did you say Rochester, New York?
Yes. Voice command.
Say a command.
Hello, computer. You know where that's from, right?
Hello, computer.
Just use the keyboard.
Okay. Any case, it's cool. It works. I can't wait to try it on the road, and there's a lot of things you can say. Voice command.
Say a command.
Weather.
The temperature is 72 degrees.
Very cool. Okay, there it is. It worked. Not that it wouldn't. I just was screwing it up. Hey, that's me. So one of the cool features also is apps. And in here you got lots of things you can do. And most in particular for RVers, you got your trip planner, of course, but you also have Foursquare and TripAdvisor, which of course are very popular. So if you're looking for something along the way, hotels, things to do, restaurants, whatever, it's all built into it. One of the neat features about their Wear 2 is it has all the RV parks in the system that they're aware of course. So if I just click on RV parks, if I then click, it shows me all the close by ones where we currently are. But if I click on here, I can change to a different city. And up here, I'll just put in Byron. Notice how fast the keyboard is, by the way. New York. And then hit go. And it says, okay, Byron Town, New York, or Byron, New York? Byron, New York. And what it does, it now searches for all the campgrounds in Byron, New York. There's where we're going, Southwoods RV Resort. I click that, I can look at information on it. It brings up information about the campground, so you can look up other campgrounds in the area, for example, like what about Timberlake? What do they offer? And you can go in there and you can look, and gives you information, big rig access, sites, blah, 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 blah. So that's really cool. And then all you have to do is hit go, and it starts the calculation. Okay, another really cool thing about the Wear 2 is this. You can add your own destination searches. So if you go to Walmart's or Flying J's or Pilots or anything else, you can actually add that down here to add a shortcut. So we can do, okay, let's add Walmart, because once in a while we boondock and overnight at a Walmart. So I'll type in Walmart. And, Walmart Supercenter. That's probably, usually your best bet to park at a Supercenter. So I'll select that, and look, it added it to a shortcut. So now if I just hit that, it'll search for all the Walmart Supercenters along your route or in the area you're currently in. Right now, there's a Walmart Supercenter 8.6 miles from us. That's really cool. So I know I'll be adding Pilot and Flying J to that because as we travel, I want to know if I need fuel, when's the closest one coming up. Very cool. I like that feature. Favorite place icons. all these in here, you can actually, it's really cool, they allow you to reorder them. So if I want to put Walmart in a different location, I press and hold, and then I can move that right up there, Walmart. So you can reorder these icons to your preference, which is kind of cool. So while it may seem like I'm really excited about this and that I'm pushing the product, I literally am excited about this. A GPS that's as smooth as a tablet to scroll and do things on. It's fast, it's very responsive, and it gives me the features I need for an RVer. My other one had features also, but it was kind of slow. I mean, it's a number of years old, come on. So, any case, when I went searching and I actually found this, and then I found it wasn't even released yet, because when I was reading the description, I got like, oh, this is everything. And then when I found out it wasn't released, I was depressed. But then I got happy again because I decided to contact them. So, my gain in regards to being able to do this is your gain because I can bring it to you first. So, I really like this. What can I tell you? The RV 770 by Garmin is going to be, I think, the GPS to use. At least it will be for us. I'm David Bott from Outside Our Bubble, and hey, listen, if you like what we do, please subscribe. But for now, I'm just going to go home. Voice command.
Say a command.
Go home.
Navigating home.
See ya. Hey, by the way, when you're traveling along and you're navigating and you're driving along and all of a sudden the GPS tells you to turn at the next turn or whatever, and your co-pilot or aka wife tells you, no, don't listen to the GPS. Do yourself a favor. Here's a hint. Always agree with your wife and do what she said. Now, there's two reasons for that. One is, if she's wrong, you can hold that over her later. And if she's right, well, you don't get in any trouble for listening to the damn GPS.